Hi, and welcome to Trading with TK, teaching you to turn ideas into money. We're at www.tradingwithtk.com, and today is Tuesday, April 22nd, and we got our pullback. It was a 2-day pullback. It was absolutely perfect. Actually, it stopped a little bit higher than I thought it would, and it dug in pretty good, built a base all afternoon, and I think it broke out of that base late this afternoon, but we'll take a look at all the evidence in our final segment when we take a look at the major indexes. But first, for tomorrow, we're going to take a look at a new stock, and then we'll take a look at the stock that we bought today, SONS. So without further ado, the stock we're going to look at for tomorrow is ARRS. Now in just a moment, we're going to take a look at the chart, and I'll show you how we're going to take this idea and turn it into some money. So don't go away. I'll be right back. Okay, you're going to be looking at a daily bar chart of ARRS. This is a call on the long side. We'll be looking to buy this stock. The ideal spot is $6.40. Our target is 9 right here. And what we see here is we see an ascending triangle. We see a couple of ascending triangles. I'll point them out to you. There's a series of them that they've broken out of. That was the first one it broke out of. You can see where it broke out there and pulls back. Then it broke out of that triangle top. Let me clean that up a little bit, get rid of that. Broke out, and now this is where we want to buy it on this pullback. Now let me zoom in a little bit for you. I'm not 100% sure that this stock is going to pull back for us, but I think there's a very good chance that will pull back right here to the 640, 642 range. And this is where I'm going to be looking to buy this stock. Because you can see this triangle, how it just breaks out and pulls back into the triangle, and it, boom, it surges again. And hopefully it pulls back down here for us again. Now it may not, but you know the picture is still there. And it may not do it today, but it may do it tomorrow. So you don't always have to buy these the same day. You can wait a day or two. If the stock breaks out and makes a new high, then I think the odds of it coming back down to 640 are not that great. But I still think we have a chance tomorrow. So let's keep an eye on this and put our orders in around 640, 642, and maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe they'll knock it down in the morning. Okay, so let me recap that. That's ARRS. It's a call on the long side, and we think we can make a profit of $2.60 on that trade. Now let's take a look at SONS, the one we bought today. I bought this in 2 different lots because I wasn't quite sure if it was going to get all the way down or not. So I bought some at $3.75, and then I bought some more at $3.65, and it went actually a little bit lower after that, but came back and closed right at $3.65. And this stock, this is also an ascending triangle. This stock pulled back right to the, not quite to the top of this, but close enough. So we're building, we're consolidating in here, and as soon as this process is over, we'll pop to the top, to the upside. So that's SONS. We'll put that into our current positions, and we'll be keeping an eye on that one. Now let's take a look at the major indexes to see if there's enough evidence to say that the low is in for the backing and filling period, and we can get on with the business of moving higher. First, we're going to look at the Dow Jones averages. Okay, there's the Dow. And,
you know, from here to here was over 500 points, so you can't be, you can't not expect a pullback after 500 points. And we got it. And I thought maybe it would pull down into here, but it stopped a little bit higher. And you know, I was pointing out the volume, how low the volume was all day. Can you see that down there? How low the volume was all day, and then all of a sudden the volume got higher than yesterday. Now yesterday was a down day also, and you could see how low the volume was. So that's always a telltale sign that you're just in some sort of a minor little pullback when there's no volume accompanying it. But then all of a sudden the volume picked up and it was higher than yesterday. But further investigation, I find out that all this new high volume actually was to the upside. I'm going to turn this into a 15-minute chart. Each bar is representing 15 minutes.
This is basically when I wrote in my blog that the market had a pretty good chance that the worst was over, and I said I gave it an 85% chance that the worst was over. And then we got our little rally, and then we got our other 15%. Okay, and this was the high we needed to break out above for me to say, we've got our little breakout. And look at the volume it did it on. So all that volume, that extra volume we got today, was all on the upside on these two 15-minute day bar charts. So it's all breakout volume. Very good sign. And this is not the only index that did this. All of them did it. The QQQs, the transportation average, all had this big volume on this breakout. So I think tomorrow is going to be a pretty good up day. All right, let's go back to a daily. And so we've got our support area, and the next high should take us higher than this high. It may take a day or two. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but I'm sure by the end of the week we could possibly be up in this area. We'll see. And then once we get above this, then this will become the support, and so on and so forth. So we'll see how it plays out. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones Transportation Average, because these are always the leader. And let me take you back to that 15-minute bar chart here also. And can you see this? And look at the breakout volume here. Look at the volume here. Can you see that nice and clearly? Okay, there it is. Huge volume on this. As this chart came through this top right here, that's where all that volume came from. Excellent sign. Okay, let's take a look at QQQQs, and basically we have the same picture. The only difference in the QQQQs is I believe that they're trading up here. This is a 15-minute bar chart. Okay, they're trading up here after hours, so that's always a good sign. They're trading like this is a daily. They're trading up in here after the close. So I thought this might have been a little deeper pullback, but it could still happen. You never know. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like there's going to be a rally tomorrow. Okay, now once again, once we get above this high, let's say we get up into here, on any pullback, this whole high will be its next support. Okay, so the market's looking much better for tomorrow, and it did exactly what we thought it would do, or should do. It's what made sense. Up 500, come down maybe 200, and then regroup and start to move again. So until tomorrow, that's my view of the market. This is TK signing off.